Rain nothing. Honk. We gotta check our boats. We gotta go check our boats. And then I need the bros. The math bros. I need them to figure out and tell me if tell me the correct ratios for getting all the runes. Bugging out again. Oh. I mean technically it's not even uh not even what should we call it? Boogie's fault. It's just that sometimes on some of the other things, he likes to board connection. This, yeah. All right. What I think was didn't well like even 8,000 didn't do anything for the runes. So unless they made it where like need to pump like a shit ton of those, I'm not really seeing much difference on. Oh, okay, so this one though was definitely a big difference. This is the first time I've gotten 3 tattoos. I think the most I had gotten prior was whatchamacallit? Who? I remember to reshuffle my sailors. Right. See if this does anything. Oh no, I think I did. Oh no, I needed to do like 80,000. Eight. I forgot that it was 80,000 was what I said last time. Cause it's like to get stuff done. forgot to. I meant to toss those in. It's. I don't know. I can kind of Kataba's thirst. I was hoping it'd just be corrupted, so I could get more juice out of it. Yeah, toss that good boy. It's worth two snap. I was hoping it'd at least be worth like 8K or something. Because Lamahu's flame is worth like I think 1,000. Worth a decent though. I don't think I have any prints I can. Oh, we can run this one. Wait, how do you reveal? They're an NPC. Yeah, I don't understand how the blueprints work. Wait, what? 13. Still working on the Alvo one. So 4, 9, 12. Well, technically 13. We're like halfway. I'll just wait. Right. I wanted to put in this guy. I have one. I can trade. I'm trying to just trade the ones where it's like only has right, contains the sake contains contains or because honestly I don't really see the point of those. Because if this was like Sacred Grove contains an additional plot or something like that, or could somehow give you two Sacred Groves, which would be busted. You know, stuff like that. So I'll trade those, see if we get anything good from. Well, we have a lot of the Essence one. Realize that. Contains 5 additional red beast. Oh, monsters. Alright, so it is only 11. I figured. We got like one round. We're running what? Temple? Anything else? Oh, Temple and Alio, I think. We have one. Oh wow, I've gone through a lot of chisels. I didn't realize. We're just a little chill on those for a bit. Holy game, please. I hate when it just doesn't work like the first map. Like, what the like, in all honesty, this game has no reason to be buggy. Like, in regards to how much stuff is going. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong. I was forgetting why I saw Nico. I forgot that I was counting like how much I've been making any. More map I have. Now I need red juice just because I think I'm gonna have an easier time rolling for Overlord back than speed. Because we were getting feel the fight a lot. We just weren't getting it with Overlord. Actually, it'd be kind of nice if those big images just showed up on the map. You activate the Legion. Oh, nice. Mm. At first, though, when I saw the delivery, it was like, oh, I need block delivery. Like, half of this Atlas is delirium. What is going on with this game right now, bro? Why is it fucking lagging so much? Actually starting to piss me off. This is the same stuff that made me quit last league. Like, aside from the fact that Necropolis is such an ass mechanic, I got so fed up with how laggy the game was. Because I actually don't think it's like obviously if you get a better computer, you'll have better performance. But I don't think it's just the case of that. I think it's just however they have it like coded to load stuff in is so shit. That it makes it just worse on the system than it needs to be. This one. Imagine if you just like accidentally clicked that curse the grove like right off the rip. It takes 10 seconds off. You spawn in with like 8. But I've just kicked you right back out. Oh, right. I just tried to open a portal for no reason. What do we get? 2 with immune to fire. Right. My buff is in the fucking way to upgrade the fucking thing. Game's so good. Bro, why is there only one over here? I was so fucked, dude. It literally only put one on the thing that was right next to it. Like, oh, nice. Great. Yeah. Light. Such a great fucking mechanic. It's not like I have to move or anything to put other shit and upgrade it. Great. Great fucking mechanic. Light's like just so annoying because it's too RNG. Like, there's no reason that branch couldn't have gone farther. Also, no reason that they couldn't have just put another thing on that branch. Like, literally no reason that it should have cut that short. Like, I already have a headache. I'm in the mood for the game to fucking piss me. Should have put minions. Yeah, minions was probably the right call there. At least would have been the better attempt. No, I should have put minions on the. I should have put that cold one there, and then I should have put minions where I had the other cold one, and then put like ice and physical overlapped, like they could have been. It's just I wasn't expecting to just get a singular node to be put down on another one. It's so annoying. Oh, haunted. I think this is the one we can do cross contamination, and there's one on the boss. Because I think if you summon the boss on the haunted one, it'll haunt the thing. It's just, well, there has to be a ritual on the boss. We've been getting some pretty bad altars, though. Yeah. Well, nice if he stops getting knocked back. Oh shit. Hope he gets. He got grabbed by the ritual. I can't see what's going on because my game is lagging for no reason. Why is my game lagging? Like, it's so annoying. There was no reason to die there. I can't see what's going on because my game's just going, hey, let's just yeet your fucking frames into a different person's computer. Because you don't even see what's going on. Fuck, bro. Such a good game. They do such a good job. I haven't had an issue that badly with this game until they did the fucking update today. That's so good. Yeah, nice. So nice. Literally haven't had that bad of a problem with doing anything in this game until the update they had today. Like, I'm having a great time. This is so good. The game is fantastic. Yeah. Oh, fuck, bro. So tired of just dying because of fucking, like, not even because I'm doing dangerous, rippy stuff, just because the game just doesn't want to load in effects. Should just played a different game. I should have just played a different game. I could have I could have finished the fucking cross contamination there, but no. Instead, my game's gonna freeze. I'm gonna get shotgunned by whatever because the stupid boss is like has at least like two. Because I saw two ghosts get into him. Like, oh yeah, that's a great time for my game to just slideshow. Such a great time. Fucking annoying. Also, this rune shit's really starting to piss me off too. The fact that like the runes you just get nothing back. We got 4 runes out of that. 4 runes and none of them were good. Like I've sent I don't know how many shipments out, and I have not gotten a single power rune, so I can't even upgrade my rune smithing bench. Great, nice. Yeah, let's just completely forget that we decided to make an achievement that requires you to fully upgrade your town, and then another achievement that requires you to use a power rune in crafting. Which, oh, by the way, the cheapest one is like 2, but the actual cheapest one technically wants 3. Like, yeah, no, we're great. So smart. Bro, I'm so fucking pissed off right now. Like, he's so stupid. It doesn't make any fucking sense. There was no reason to die there. My character should have been able to kill that thing, but I get shotgunned by the stupid like swords he throws out because he's buffed up by all the tormented mobs that spawned, and then I just completely miss it because the game decides to just dumpster my frames for no reason when the boss doesn't even have any actual like crazy. The boss's effects literally is just him throwing out swords. Like that's all he does. That's all he does. He just throws out swords. He doesn't do anything else whatsoever. Like, why are my frames like just shitting the bed? Like it's so annoying. And then they give you like next to no control in the settings for actually being able to make this game run on something that's not a goddamn supercomputer. Like, bro. I don't actually know that doesn't it. It's just so fucking annoying when you die just because the game wants to shit the bed for no reason. Like I don't mind dying. If it's something rippy and it's something dangerous, like sure, fine, okay. But Like I'm pretty sure if the game would just not shit the bed there and I could see what was happening and I wasn't getting like stutters, I probably can at least pop a potion to survive and move out of whatever's like killing me. I wonder if it's delirium, the delirium mirror, causing problems. Because sometimes just having things loaded into your map just fucks with it. So I don't know. What are the problems with Path of Exiles? It's not easy to figure out what the hell is the problem. Like for crying out loud, it's a game that you literally, if you have issues turning off the audio, makes it run smoother on a lot of computers. Like what? That just means it doesn't play nice with your with drivers. Like the driver problem. Like it basically means that it just doesn't play nice with drivers when something like that happens. Because the point is that your graphics card does audio and uh does audio and visual stuff. Unless you have it like split up to like a sound card, which most people don't. Like I don't. I don't have a sound card. Like an independent one. Like I just don't get it. I don't get what the problem is. Like I could understand if it was a case where it was spawning like a bunch of mobs, but it wasn't. Like some, and even then, like it's just like I've been running not like fully juiced, but they've been at least like half juiced maps recently with running pack sized monstrous lineage, adding packs to the thing. Like I don't understand uh why that ritual just killed. Like this, I understand why my frames are getting killed because it's spawning in mobs. I think the sharpness kind of helped alleviate some of it though. Dropping the sharpness down. Like I definitely know it's because he was possessed. Because without the possession stuff, he doesn't kill me there. The other problem is that I like turned off half my shrines because I didn't know they were gonna knock him out of the ritual circle because I couldn't see the ritual circle. Um, I don't have one. I was trying to figure out like why things were living for longer. Because I was just keeping an eye out for elemental resistance. I didn't realize that I had a increase F modifier for the monsters. Uh, I need to connect this. I need to remember to connect it. I only have one more incursion left. So I haven't really been getting very many good like XR alters. Mostly been like dev card that gives unique weapons have a chance to dupe. Well, unique items, which I mean isn't terrible, but it's like there's no way I'm getting a mage blood and I can't dupe. The one time I have plenty of like time to spare and it doesn't give me like 4 cursed chests. Hard to get in the gate. Alright, getting ambushed like that by a temporal bubble dude out of a gate. Kinda rude. Honestly, kinda rude. But, like, sucks. All the good Legion stuff was on the other side and there was no way to cross the gap. I would have had to run all the way over here. Like, such a bad map for. Alright. I was like, why does he have so many tornadoes? Oh, this does get affected by the bismuth. But hopefully it's not a problem. I love that the business thing put a tornado right on top of him. Could be worse. Could be from before the nerf. Because those tornadoes were insane before the nerf. I will say the rune thing is honestly really annoying. It would be really nice if you could at least get runes from, I don't know, map bosses or shit like that. Runes only coming from Outgurin ports and the bosses is mildly annoying. But they still haven't gotten a power rune. I just, mm. The game's like, yeah, no, get fucked, buddy. And then I found out that you can't, like, for whatever reason, in their infinite wisdom, they decided to make it where you can't trade up to power, like, to a power rune. You can trade up to pretty much everything else, but it stops letting you trade up at the time rune, which I don't even have one. The only one I've gotten, I've used. Like, oh, it's such a pain in the ass. And then, like, the power rune's like 4 divs a rune. So if I wanted to actually, like, finish the mission, I would need to spend, like, 16 divs just to finish the stupid mission. Like, it's so dumb. I was kind of like excited because I was like, oh wow, there's no like super crazy screw you over kind of what you call it, challenge this league. No, there is. There's two. All because of the power room. So dumb. Like actually just so annoying. I feel like almost at the very least At the very least, it should be like the bosses should just have a really high chance to give you a power rune or something, but they don't. I don't think they give you like the worst runes though. I think they give you like middle to high runes. I don't know. I haven't really paid attention too much from the bosses. I only really care about the gold from the bosses. So I'm honest, the gold and getting their uniques. I haven't really paid attention to like the names of the runes that we get. But for a resource that has artificial scarcity, aka they decided to restrict it to shipping and the shipping and the bosses only, like they need to give us more. Like the bosses for sure should give at least like 10 to 20 runes at least. First treasure. Try rolling the maps to see if I can get what I'm missing. The Carrick maps. I have like a couple of the singular scouting reports. I can guarantee getting unique ones. Go to the top two to try to get that backstore unlocked. Oh, it's because they're friendly when I hit them. I was like, why are they going so fast? Because they're friendly. Well, that and the snakes generally like do the quick wiggles. I also wonder if it's absolutely necessary for them to make the like the stuff from after clearing an alva thing not just instantly drop on the ground. Like I'm assuming there's like an actual reason for it. It's not like it's particularly slow. It seems slow if you have a loop filter on, because it's blocking like a majority of what's getting dropped. But it's just kind of a thing of like, is that due to necessity or is that just design choice? They have some pretty interesting design choices. There's like a pretty decent sized pack somewhere. Really? I didn't get a single on a passage there. I have a chance from the other rooms to connect it. Not too terribly worried. I'm missing it. And I don't think I can spawn in the boss room. I was like, I remember having seen it prior, so that's the other reason I knew. Okay, I need to make sure to connect this one. And then this one. Like here and here. I was like stuck in the middle of them and they all had like added, like it just had a bunch of damage extra because of the aura from the altar. Because they have like an extra 100% damage as fire. And even though I have really high fire resistance, that's a lot of damage. Oh, Minotaurs who I'm missing. I haven't fought a Minotaur yet. I was trying to remember who from the Shaper maps I was missing. I have no idea what that thing had, but it almost two-shot me. I think my endurance charges might. To be fair, it's also partially just because it's low on armor. I thought we were. I actually. Oh, it's 500. I'm missing what the Minotaur one? Yeah. I need Minotaur. I need. Well, I won't do the Baron one yet because I don't plan on doing Sirius anytime soon. I just need Minotaur. Ta-da! Too much of a wuss to run that right now, though. You know what? We're just gonna go back to the beach and the Ashenwood because so far those are just the maps I like. Their layouts are nice. Their bosses aren't bad. We still have a bunch of beach maps. I guess I should start picking up some portal scrolls. I just find it weird how a map that has water has better like performance than a map that didn't have water. Well, actually, no. I think Alleyways has still. Oh, I need to connect this here or here. I probably could have eked out a little bit more time if I had killed the packs before grabbing the other one. It's fine. It's connected right now. The most I care about is that we can at least access like every. No, this one we just need to unlock the other. Oh, I guess we killed both. Did I grab them? I think I did. Yes. Oh, I wish it would show up on your map. There's a lot of things I wish that like they would just mark on your map, just like easier to remember if you've clicked everything. Like kind of how they have like the strong boxes and the Alva stuff. Like in Legion, I really wish that when you opened a Legion, it would just mark what monsters and what caches have what things. Because part of the reason I feel that Legion is so tilted towards builds that can just murk everything is specifically because of the fact that you have to guess which direction to go. Because it's just like, well, if you can't murder everything, you don't know where you have to go in order to make your time worthwhile. Granted, I mean, I guess that's why they added the Atlas notable that makes it where where you can fill up the bar instead of race against the timer. But I think if they had just made it where you could see where the loot was on the map, like if you open this overlay map, they probably wouldn't have needed to do that. But probably was more work than just doing that. It's just the problem is that with the types of builds I tend to play, it like that doesn't do much for us either because we'll accidentally fill the schism bar. Because like for instance this one, it'll go kill more stuff than I want it to go like break open in that moment. Which is probably why I would just grab the one that gives me increased time to increase time, like and just not grab the one that makes it where it's the bar that you have to fill up. Because this build can break out almost everything I want in a Legion, especially when it's in a map like this one, where it's not it's pretty open, it's pretty straightforward. That means if it opens a Legion, it's going to be pretty easy to just let the volcanic fissures to snake back and forth and break open everything I needed to break open. I think almost everything in here that was next to. I didn't spot any Christ trails on my way through. So not gonna worry about it. I've been loosely keeping an eye out for it, but like I just need a high eye level base for it. I don't even need a good one. Probably gonna cut it a little short today. My head's killing me. Like it wasn't hot, but it was like super humid outside. Apparently that was enough to give me a headache, so yay. Oh, actually, that's not the worst. Oh, I need to go check my boats. Look at all them runes. Agent got my hopes up. Because usually when he says that, usually you get a decent amount of stuff. Because I definitely don't leave myself 20. You know, for the port that's supposed to be giving us mostly strength stuff, it sure likes giving us dexterity tattoos. Because the ports are, at least the first three ports, are kind of they're kind of weighed towards specific stats for like the gear. So like if I remember correctly, Ribbonfell is like weighed towards intelligence gear, so stuff that requires intelligence, so and strength and dex. Uh, the first power report is strength based. Strength base is what it tends to give you, or lean towards at least. And then the third monsters. I have never seen it be so empty at the beginning. And then if I'm mistaken, Calgar itself is actually just anything. Like you can get any of the bases. It doesn't lean towards any in particular. But I think I'm gonna send like a big like currency shipment to Calgar to see if maybe we can get some pretty good if maybe that'll give us like some juiced runes or something. I don't fucking know. I just want like, to be honest, by now, I feel like instead of doing all this weird stuff, GGG should have just been like, oh, by the way, this is how like runes work. But they haven't, which is mildly annoying. And I feel either maybe they, like, on paper it's supposed to work a certain way and they're realizing it's not, and they're kind of just like, shit, how do we fix this? Or they just feel like it's not, like, necessary to tell us. Which, to be fair, I've seen a bunch of people, I guess you could say, complaining. I think it's like valid criticism though. The rune system, mostly just because of how limiting uh it is to get the stuff. Like, I think if you could get runes while mapping, like, nobody would, like, there would be complaints, especially for like power runes and stuff, but I think it'd be more of a case where it'd be an issue where it's like, oh, well, it sucks that we're not getting these specific runes, but well, we kind of know, there's still a pretty steady influx of it. That's more than just 3 every 30 minutes kind of deal, right? Because to be honest, the reason I think shipping in and of itself isn't so bad is because if you take out the runes, right, and it's just like a steady little side flow. Like, you could almost call it like a side hustle for currency, because you get a couple div orbs here and there, you get steady little uh a steady little amount of like chaos orbs, regal orbs, exalted orbs here and there. Like, you get a steady little influx of stuff, which you would normally get anyway, but it's more like a bonus. I think even myself, like, I'd say a half to maybe a third of my divines are from shipping. A good number of my vol orbs are definitely from shipping. That's probably why you don't really hear any complaints on that side, because it's like, well, I can get it from mapping and I can get it, some extra from shipping. That's great. But with the runes, it's like you get it from the boss and you get it from shipping. And it's just like, more often than not, you're just getting ones that nobody really cares about. I mean, to some degree. I think if it wasn't for the case that, like, you absolutely need them for upgrading the runesmithing table, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. For me, at least, like, I really wouldn't care if it wasn't because it's keeping me from completing objectives, like challenges, basically, and actually quantifying it. Because, like, if the runes weren't tradable, you'd be like, well, they're not tradable. Shrug shoulders. But they are. So it's kind of just a case of like, well, I could just spend like 16 divines for 2 challenges, or I guess, like, just straight up, because just trade league shenanigans. Because usually I don't really care if things are like really expensive in regards to for trade stuff, because it doesn't usually directly impact my ability to do challenges. Well, I guess it technically does, because it's like Oh, the gear or whatever. But it's kind of whatever, right? Like I don't really care. Like the only real big one is the currency use one, which I've completed, so it's really not that big of a deal for me. Because it's like, oh well, if you're trading, right, you can just trade for a divine or problem solved. Same thing for the maps, I guess. Like the ones for the remarkable realms. Like instead of fishing for Doriani's machinations or just grinding for one yourself, you can just buy one for trade. I think I don't know if the flesh merchant's like actually worth a damn, but kill him anyway because he's there. I feel like those are like kind of the reasons why people get a little annoyed by the runes and then the lack of like communications about how the runes work. Okay, everything connected. I don't know. I know they're trying to like close the fence or close the gap uh with like the whole magic find stuff, but I swear they kind of just find a way to like they'll kind of pigeonhole themselves into things. Like by nature, right, of like ARPGs, it's like you have the people that will be lucky and get the stuff, and the people that won't be lucky and they won't get the stuff. And usually I am in the camp of people that aren't very lucky and won't get the stuff because that's kind of just my my luck in life, which I've kind of just come to terms with over time. I mean, I sometimes have decent luck here and there. Not like I have absolutely dog shit luck the whole time, but you know, I mean, I guess part of it's also just I haven't like fully upgraded like my sailors and stuff like that, right? So I'm not, I'm not running like what full ships of like level 10, level 11 sailors, juicing out of my mind the ships with the currency stuff. Having really high level farmers. Most of that is mostly because I can barely keep my town running as it is with with running it at the level that I'm running it now. So how am I gonna make it run with more like top end stuff? But I can barely afford to keep it running with the like medium because that's kind of the thing that that's why I didn't care too much about upgrading my town for the most part. It's because I was like, I'm never gonna really use as much of it because I can't. I just don't play enough, ironically enough, to like be able to super juice things out and have them running, you know, full capacity, full blown, which is hilarious to say as someone who plays roughly like 6 to 8 hours a day of this. I can only imagine how like frustrating it could be for someone who has even less time on their hands to try to like keep up with this and not feel like left out when it's like, well, how do you get more runes? And the real answer is shrug shoulders, just buy them, right? Just trade for them, that kind of deal. And don't get me wrong, like there's good things to like lock the like there's really good things that kind of uh justify the scarcity. It's just I think like sometimes like GGG is really weird. They're like one of the few companies in gaming that I've seen that does a really good job of communicating in some cases, and then does a really shit job of like communicating in other cases, and both cases being relatively equally important. Like they did such a fantastic job. Like they do such a fantastic job leading up to like leagues and stuff, communicating like, oh, here's teasers for new stuff. Here's all this other jazz, right? But then in the league itself, they usually do a really like kind of mediocre job of of like keeping up with communications of people being like, well, you know, how do runes work? Like how do we get more? You know, power runes are pretty low. Like, is there any way to get more? We need a bunch of them to even just to complete challenges, not even just for trying to juice our builds. You know, that kind of stuff. It's like, oh hey, this is a bug. Like to be fair, they usually get pretty good at like fixing bugs, but it's just like, is this like an intended thing? Is it, you know, stuff like that? They usually don't do very well with like communication at the beginning of the season, which you know you'd be like, it makes sense because it's the start of a new league. There's you know they're probably all hands on deck trying to do stuff, but that's also a time when pretty good communication with your community is really important. And it's kind of been a point that I've seen some people getting annoyed with. Like, there's definitely been a couple people who I've watched videos of for like talking about the runes stuff that they're like, it's really frustrating to like that nobody really understands. Everybody's trying to figure out how to get more so we can, you know, even just complete challenges, do the things. And it's just like, there's just no sort of feedback on it. I guess part of it maybe just has to do also with a bit of, I mean, it's more than likely has to deal with the probably tight personnel usage because they're juggling PoE 1 and still doing development on PoE 2. And they're currently in the inviting to closed beta phase. And it's just like, uh, that takes a lot of work. Especially since it seems they're going through and like more or less manually, quote unquote, picking. Like it seems they have a criteria. And I don't know if they're like manually doing it. Like, you know, if someone's going, they're going like, all right, here's a list of people that fit what we want. I forgot to take out the fucking incursion temple. Damn. I was like, wait, there's no alphas. Yeah, because I didn't take my temple out. You know, I kind of wish it was just a case of on your last incursion, it just gave you the temple. Right? Like something akin to how you're when you're farming for the invitations Like I don't have to take an extra step for the invitations, right? Like I kill the boss the 14th time, I get the invitation for that. I kill the boss the 28th time, I get the invitation for that. Like it would be mostly quality of life because I don't really think it's a problem. It's just you have to kind of like remember. I didn't get it in time. There's like two things over here that would have been nice to get. But it'd just be a nice little quality of life thing where on your last alpha mission it just, you know, part of the loot was the map dropped on the ground for the temple. And then you could just keep it. Because like I could understand if it wasn't a mechanic, right? Like if they didn't make it where you could, you know, shelf the temple, so to speak, and then go with a new one, right? Like if this wasn't a thing, like I could kind of understand. Like how Jun, for instance, there's no map. You just have to go do the you have to talk to her to go do the safe houses, right? Like if it was like that, then I'd be like, all right, that kind of makes sense. I can understand. But oh shit, I sold the corrupted jewel that I was gonna hold on to. But the fact that this exists makes me feel like they should have just like that's just how it should have worked, right? It's like, all right, you've done your last incursion. Boop, here's your map. Oh no, it's just more of like a personal gripe more than anything, really. All right, go send our boats. Wrap it up for stream. All right, you getting sent over there with a bunch of corn and orgers. Corn. Okay, so that's actually dangerous. No, I didn't mean to do set sail. Fuck. I was gonna put. Oh, I fucked up. That sucks. That was my bad. I'm tired. Oy, oy, oy. 700. I fumbled. I could have sent more, but tired, so didn't, I didn't think. Brain went dead. Brain is dead. Cannot tinkies. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah. A little early, but I have a headache, so. And as we could tell, my brain's just like. I think I'll just wrap it up there. Thank you for watching. Do appreciate it. If it's early enough, you have a good. If it's late enough, you as well. Stay safe. And I will see y'all. Bye bye.